Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Cozy Bed and Breakfast vlog. I'm Angela, and today I'm tackling a bit of a farmyard challenge. Our mischievous chickens, which you can hear in the background, have been at it again, spreading mulch from the garden onto the pathway leading to a deer cottage. So join me as I tidy up and get the grounds looking spick and span before our lovely guests arrive. But that's not all. Stay tuned, because next week we'll be diving into the excitement of the Turanga Waiwai's Royal Regatta in Narawahia. I need help. I have, and I'm hoping somebody's going to be able to help me. I have guests arriving tomorrow, and we're heading down the line because my husband's doing a job for somebody to help someone out, and we have guests arriving and we won't be here. As you can see, chickens are everywhere. See, they're here, I can hear them. They're all in there. See, can you see them? There's one in there, one in there, two baby ones in there, scurrying away. So they're digging up all the mulch everywhere. And the main entrance into a deer cottage is through this pathway, through this gate. Now, I cannot have guests arriving tomorrow because it's going to be a beautiful day, so they come through this gate. They generally park there. They come down this pathway, and I have mulch on either side of the pathway. That's all pretty much all gone now. They're kicking it up onto the path. So I'm going along laying some rocks. I'm rehoming some rocks that came from my late mother that she brought up here in the back of her car. I'm putting them, see, I can hear one even in here. Look, here it is, it's somewhere in here. There it is, it's over there. It's a baby one, I think. Oh, there's two of them there, one there. So I actually don't mind them digging up the mulch there as long as it doesn't come on the path. So I built this up with rocks, but they're still getting down here. So basically there's no more mulch left to kick over. I built up here, building it up, but this has a lot of mulch still in there. So I'm now doing the pathway here up on either side. I can definitely reuse all the mulch, but if you ever look over this side on our garden, on this side, look at it all, the mulch. I'm not so bothered about this at the moment because the guests don't come down this pathway. So I'm taking all these rocks down the side off here, all these rocks, and rehoming them. I'll let you know if it works. Okay, I'm going to plant these two today, that red cabbage tree and this beautiful dahlia. I haven't quite decided where the rose is going to go yet, but I've decided the dahlia, this gorgeous dahlia, would be a lovely welcoming committee, like that gorgeous Graham Thomas rose, a gorgeous welcoming committee to the front gate. So I was going to put it down by the pond with my other dahlias, but this is just so glorious at the moment, and the clematis that I had here hasn't done so well. So I'm going to plonk it in here, What do you think that's going to look like? I think that'll look pretty. Anyway, this path, those, after Macy had a big growl, those chickens have scurried back to where they belong, so that was good. So I've put rocks on either side of the path to stop the mulch being tipped over. Hopefully it hasn't narrowed the path too much, but it's bit of a catch-22 situation, really. There's all the mulch I've got to clean up. So that's the path there, and I've put some bigger boulders down on this side. So the path is looking quite good once I clean up the mulch. But I'll use that mulch in the front, and I will oh yes, that's the other thing. When I was moving all these seeds, see all these little miniature agapanthus seeds, I want them to fill in the gaps. I found 2 wasp nests. That's the other thing, you've always got to be on the lookout. So I'm allergic to bees and wasps, so I have to get Cunny to do it later on. But there's one there, and this is very close to our entrance bay. And there's another in there. So that was when I was pulling off all these seeds and throwing into the gaps. So they look fairly active. Okay. There's pencil. It's everywhere. Yuck. Oh gosh. Ants. I might have to put some ant poison in there. Oh, disturbed an ant nest somewhere. Oh gosh. Yuck, I hate ants. Okay. It's a big ant nest in there. Damn. I think I'll get some ant poison. Put some mulch on, and then I might put some water with some wormweed, and then maybe stick some more ant poison down. Some mulch from the path. Actually, it looks like those ants have already started to make tracks. Can't even see any now. So I'll put some more poison out. And I'll get Cunny to do that wasp nest when he gets home. Those wasp nests. Now, I'll put another spray, stuff in there. Oh no, actually I might do that after I've watered it. I'll leave that there after I've watered them. Okay, let's go do the cabbage tree. See, look at them. They're everywhere. The only good thing is that they actually give me some eggs. And my guests some eggs. They've got such personalities. They're so naughty. It doesn't matter if you clip their wings, they're already out First time I clipped their wings, I did both on both sides and they could still fly. Bit amusing. Anyway, this is where we're going to put the cabbage tree, down here. Perfect planting day. It's warm and it's been wet. So I've got the beautiful red cabbage there and some hydrangeas planted along the front and a camellia, and I've got some hydrangeas planted along the front here. We did this side when I finished off these steps last year, so I'm going to put a cabbage tree, red one, just in between those camellias in that gap there. Look at this pretty cool planting environment. Got a magnificent view even on a wet day, and I've got ducks for company. Whew, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, there's two more down there. They're making their way up here. They're probably wanting food, but I've fed them for the day. Try not to disturb the roots too much. So this one here is a cordyline passo double, and I'm not sure what passo double means. It sounds very Italian-y or Spanish or something, and I haven't got my glasses on. A series of cordyline have been bred in New Zealand and are now grown in gardens throughout the world. Anyway, it's the same colour as that one over there. Push it down a bit. Some more in there. Okay, put some mulch on. And then when I do the worm weed for the dahlia up at the gate, I'll come and do that as well. But I'm going to put some mulch on these camellias while I'm here. This one. Let's get the moisture in. Because camellia are winter flowering, I'll put these stakes up to stop the deer. Hasn't stopped the deer over by my apple tree, I can tell you that. Twitch is a horrible, horrible weed. Coming just recently, it just gets in everywhere. Oh, it's horrible. And you can't really get rid of it unless you spray. But, and I hate spray. I hate it. You've got to get rid of it somehow. Every little bit grows, a bit like the Trader Scantia. You don't ever want to put that out. Wandering Jew, you don't ever want to put that out in your garden. You can buy them as pot plants, but every little bit. I had that at the last property and had put carpet down to get rid of it. Because carpets are very good, especially woolen carpet. Woolen carpet is a perfect weed suppressant. Okay, righty ho. Next one is, oops, the rose. Okay, so we've done the dahlia, and I just need to worm weed that and the red cordyline, the passo double red cabbage tree. I've decided it'd be really nice to put the rose in because it's on that pathway that the chickens use, that I've put the boulders on. If I put it in between those two ladybird steps or somewhere around there, it might help with the mulch getting in the right direction, and it might stop the chickens from digging around there. It's northeasterly facing. Ideally it'd be north, but northeasterly facing I think is right. And while I was there, I dug up a little, it must be up there, and I'll busy a little silk tree that's self-seeded, so I'll plant that somewhere else, because that's the silk tree that I've got there, that I've put a couple of seedlings down by the pond, which are doing quite well. So if I don't have it too close, I've got a magnolia in there, I've got another rose in there. I've got this Japanese, I don't know what it's called, it's not a japonica, I'm not sure, but it's got pretty flowers. Now I've got a thing over there that's got pretty pink flowers that came from my mum's. I think if I give enough room, it's probably in between the two ladybird steps, or maybe even down closer, maybe down this way a little bit more. It also will be nice for my guests walking down the stairs, as long as they don't get spiked by rose, because I have a rose that's there, it's quite close to the path, but it is a beautiful rose. But I think, yep, let's give it a shot. Now this one is Pierre de Ronstad, very gorgeous pink, sort of bally kind of rose, very gorgeous. Obviously French, I would say. I've had it once before and I've had lots of comments on it, but I lost it. I lost 2 roses this year because it was so hot. This is quite a clay soil, so with the good potting mix and mulch, I'll mix it up well. Macy! Worked quite well. Get it for the chickens. Obviously you need the mulch and stuff in this area. Come on, Macy! Some of that good chicken stuff in there. Okay. Let's go get the rose. Okay, let's see if I can read this label. It's a nice healthy bush. What does it say? Pierre de Ronsard. Large cupped blooms of cream with a deep pink flash to the prolific grower, I'm not sure, and flower from late spring to autumn, healthy and vigorous. Okay, sounds good. So they probably you don't want to, this is a PB bag that they plant them into. I'm just going to put my gloves off to cut it with my fingers, because you don't want to disturb the roots, because I don't know how long it's been, came down from up from Wellington, I don't know how long, but I'm just going to rip the PB bag, so I don't disturb any of the roots. And I've got a hole bigger, and then I'll just peel the bag away. Put my hands underneath. Now I want to place it so it goes that way. So I've got it slightly raised because it comes down like that, so that the oh gosh, I still feel like I've got ants on me. Oh God, I've got something on me. Is there a wasp nest near me? I'm a little bit paranoid about bees and wasps because I have been in anaphylaxis before. Okay, so where's the soil? Can't see any wasp nests. I seem to like the fence behind me. What's that? That's a piece of... helps. Some on the other side. Okay, don't want to cover it up too high, so I've got a nice stalk there, trunk or whatever you call it. And I'm just going to put it all down in here, mulch around it. Then I'll come up and water that with warm wee as well, with worm wee, not warm wee. Okay. Right, let's put that in there. Let's take that silk tree with us. Silk tree label. Little ladybird one. Put that over there. Okay, our rental property is just here, behind me. So looking out the kitchen, I'm reckoning that it would look quite nice to have a silk tree. Just see the pool's over there, just in behind the blue bucket. And then she can look out her kitchen window, and she'll have a nice silk tree. I've got a beautiful creamy magnolia there, swan plant, one of those yuccas. I've got that little shrub there, it's got purple flowers, don't know its name, but I think in between there a silk tree would be quite nice, not too difficult to clean up either around it. So we'll make a head start in getting that sorted for Pam. And it's nice to use a something that I have hasn't cost us any money, which is nice, isn't it? Just put it over here. I keep having accidents with my phone all the time, and phones are not cheap in New Zealand to get a new phone. Not a very big silk tree, but I've got a huge hunk of earth around it, so it should take off all right. Quite nice soil in here, not too bad at all. That's probably why the weeds like it. Might just plonk that in. Some mulch on that, and it's ready to go. I always come in from the garden looking a bit of a mess, but it's worth it, I think. We have a function to go to tonight, so my husband's getting home early from work, so I sort of need to get inside, but the gardening is very addictive. You keep doing more and more. So what I've done is, if you have a look over here, I was given these planter boxes, so I've just taken some out of there and put some in there because they look like they could be repotted, and it's very simple. You just basically take it out, plonk it in, give it a water, but I think they look great. They look really great along the fence line, and I'll just carry on doing the same. Just gives a bit of colour around the pool. because we've got guests coming tomorrow. I've got the pool cleaner in. I'm loving this little garden that I made. I'm loving that on the edge of our shiatsu room with frangipanis. If you've ever smelt a frangipani, you fall in love straight away. Oh my gosh, it's just glorious. Another one over here, just simply glorious, a frangipani. They grow pretty well in Hawaii. Okay, so we have been sweeping the path and planting a rose and planting some dahlias and planting a cabbage tree. So I'm going to then show you my worm farm, and I'm going to water them. So what have we got over here? A nicely swept path. This is on our side, so I need some garden maintenance, and then a nicely swept path down there, and up here my dahlias all ready to have a good water with some wormweed, and I'm going to put a little bit more ant bait down, but I think that looks pretty fab. And my edging rocks. There is my rose, Pierre de Ronsard. Just started to rain again. I've been battling the rain, but it is good planting whether it's warm, wet, and I'll show you my worm farm before I go and water them all. And there is the ducks. I wasn't going to say that though. There is my cabbage tree, Pablo Duable, I think, Peso Dable. So let's go off to the worm farm. Gives me great pleasure having a worm farm because I go and see an elderly friend of mine and she gives me plants and I give her wormweed. I'm going to just nip through the deer cottage. Oh, I won't come back this way. Even on a grey murky day, the view ain't too bad. Oh, I need to do a bit of a prune in there. Just push through. And it's Macy and the worm farm. So I've got a spout down there that's got I've got a lot of cover on top to protect it from the heat, and if you have a look underneath, there's worms, and great for the garden. Put the lid back on that, and here is got tucked in down here some wormweed. So I'm going to mix it up 1 part to 3, and then I'm going to go and water all of those. Oh, actually I forgot, you didn't see where I planted the silk tree. Let's go and have a look at that. Let's go and have a look at that. dookie. It's only a small one, but it won't take long. And I planted the silk tree, if you can see it tucked in there. Between that bush, that's nice purple flowers, and this one here, which I've got some shade cloth on. It's a beautiful cream magnolia. And a swan plant, lots of butterflies, and oh, there's a butterfly coming in now, landing. Oh, I might have scared it off. Oh, and I can't forget those 3 wasp nests for Cunny to have a look at when he gets home from work. Okay, it's a circuit done. Hey, what are you doing here? Come here. Come on, out you go. Come on, out you go. Look, she's already dug it up. Off you go. Come on. Off you go. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come with me. Come and join your friends. Come on. Okay. Never ending battle. I thought I'd finished. I was about to go inside and have some lunch.
And that's a wrap for today's vlog. From chicken antics to garden adventures, it's always a pleasure sharing these moments with you all. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe for next week's updates from our little slice of paradise. Until next time, take care and see you all soon.